So for who this is for, they might be going through some sort of decision making, some sort of justice, some sort of a law, legal, things of that nature. This was sitting up on my extra deck that I'm going to use here to clarify. This was one of the first cards that pop out. And it just really, there might be some sort of balance. There might be some sort of actual legal justice that you're going through, maybe some sort of family court, something like that, anything. But also taking accountability is really what is coming through to me the most with this. That accountability for oneself, for one business, one's career, one's goals, whatever that might look like for you. But that accountability, the responsibility in order to make our dreams come true is what I really see that is coming onto it. So if this is resonating already, this message is likely for you. There's also been things that there's something you're not seeing. Maybe you're finally seeing it now because of it being in the Five of Swords. There might be people in your ear trying to help guide you, but there's something I feel like you're not seeing because the Star in reverse, I have to have something cover up, came out twice. I actually thought it was an accident because it was kind of like, oh, did it actually come out or not? No, then it came out a second time exactly like this and in the reverse, which is telling me that you are leaking your star power, your star energy, your divine, if you're feminine, divine feminine energy, if you're masculine, some sort of star quality, some sort of something that makes you go, right? Like they make the girls go, like weak in the knees kind of a thing. Like, I don't know why that's coming out. Maybe that resonates. It's such an odd reference, but that's what's coming up. And so, but maybe that's resonating with you. Let me know in the comments if it does, because here's the thing. If we have people in our lives who are telling us things we don't want to hear, something that I always love to do, especially if it's something I don't want to hear, I always try to take a step back and really gain awareness on where I think that person is coming from before I have like a knee-jerk reaction. Of course, there's going to be things like, right, if we get triggered or things of that nature, we may very well have a knee-jerk reaction. And that's not to say you're less than a human. You're just human, okay, dear? It is what it is. Just don't give into and act upon those triggered emotions. It's okay to cry in your room by yourself and not crash out onto or towards somebody. But if we have somebody who maybe we think they're jealous of us, maybe there's a bit of an ego, because I feel like there's ego, arrogance. I feel like something like that. I don't know why, because this card actually doesn't really scream arrogance normally to me, but right now, arrogance is what's lighting my heart up to like really speak on what's taking place. So maybe there is a bit of an ego flare here. No shame. We all have it sometimes. No big deal. But when we are able to at least step back and give space for other people's words to resonate in our energy and our aura, it can help sometimes pull us out of any ego, identity, things of that nature we might be struggling with, right? And so if that is you, that's going to definitely be the word of wisdom, is giving that space. I always say a prayer or something like that if I'm really struggling. You know, God, give me the discernment to recognize with what intention and with what guidance is at the root of their words, right? What is the real lesson that maybe I'm not seeing with my human eyes, especially if I'm triggered? Recognizing, giving myself grace for the emotions and that I'm experiencing them, and recognizing that they're not wrong I'm not wrong for having emotions. I'm human. But sometimes my ego, especially in the past, could absolutely flare up and make it harder to see the wisdom and discernment, because ultimately, y'all, this is where you're going. I feel like there's been a lot of battles, and maybe that's part of this too. Maybe there's a lot like mistrust or something going on that is causing this to be where you are just dumping your resources, your star energy, your vital life force energy, your vital energy, all of that, the prana, every bit of it is like what is ultimately kind of being dumped. But I see that you, and this is part of it too, where I see that you've been really struggling. Like you're so burned out probably when you're so tired, or maybe you're coming out of that because you might have already felt the energy shift, or maybe you feel like it's coming, but baby, you are so burned out. You are just on that struggle bus, or you were in the near past, because these two cards, it's heavy, heavy burdens, right? Is really what I'm feeling. But if this is you, you're feeling that you're see, and now I'm gaining that clarity. My mouth, it was tongue twisted, but you're gaining that clarity, and it's in that shift that you're moving out of now, back into the Nine of Cups. So you're shifting out of, you were at the Ten of Swords, brought it all the way down to the Three of Swords, and then we're bringing it back up into the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your dream energy, your beautiful, just abundance energy. And when I flipped the deck after I had finished shuffling to get kind of an energy read on what was going on, this is what was at the bottom. So just further confirming, right? Like you are fully capable, able, and you're moving out of whatever confused, resource dumping, just exhausted energy into this bountiful, loving, abundant energy that is just so ready to love you. Let's see what it is that we are needing. Yo, justice again. What the heck, man? You can't make this stuff up. This justice card is just coming out like crazy. I went to split the deck just to curious. I was going to shuffle real quick. We've got justice for the third time. Third time's a charm, and threes are very lucky for me. And then we had Queen of Wands. And I feel like this is you. I feel like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's something going on. Maybe you have strong Libra energy. Maybe Venus is in the house of Libra in your chart, right? Or maybe you just have strong air energy, spoken word, utilizing that word, seeking the justice, getting what it is that whoever needs to take accountability, like they're taking accountability. They are speaking the truth. The truth is coming forth. So whoever and maybe this is someone who wronged you, y'all. Maybe this is someone who wronged you who's coming back and they're taking accountability, and maybe they have strong Libra placements or strong air placements. Or maybe they have a Libra or Venus in Libra. Something like that, right? Ooh, yeah, something like that. Something with their Venus placement. Maybe it's in the fourth house. That's the house of Libra. But someone is taking accountability. Something is being made correct. Someone is coming correct, maybe. Ooh, my nose is about to sneeze. Yes, that's what it is. Somebody is coming correct. They're taking accountability. They're apologizing. They're ready for whatever that clarity is. They are so ready. And so are you, baby. Look at how confident, attractive with your black cat energy, with your sunflowers. Whoop, as there's like tons of light shining on it. Sorry about that. Look at that beautiful black cat energy. The sunflower just sitting on her throne. Maybe you've got some Pisces or Aries energy. Maybe you've got heavy water or fire or air with the justice on the other side of it. But I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you, baby. Maybe the dates of March 11th through April 10th are significant. I believe that justice will always live on earth. Live on earth. So super interesting that is the cards that they just keep following us. What is their next step, Spirit? What is the viewer's next step for what it is that they need to do to achieve their highest good outcome? Like this outcome right here, Spirit, this coming out of the Three of Swords, this Nine of Pentacles, yes, and the Nine of Cups, right? Moving into those wish fulfillments, accessing that beautiful divine energy, Spirit. What is it that the viewer is needing to know? And what is their next step? What is their next step? Oh, Ten of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups. Is that nine? Yes, it is. So we got all the nines out here. We got Nine of Cups in reverse. So maybe this is where you're feeling right now. Maybe you're sitting there trying to figure out how you're supposed to get to this. But interesting, we've got so much mirroring energy. My goodness, right? So maybe you are currently in that feeling, as I'm now dropping it, where it's like your dreams are shattered and everything is crumbling down. And you're like, Alex, you're crazy. I'm never going to get to that Nine of Cups. Never say never, honey, because that's not what these cards are saying. You're doing something. You are doing something that is making it so we can actively, or you can actively make it into your upright Nine of Cups. This thing had me digging all over. I had to turn on a flashlight just to see. So this was in reverse, y'all. Maybe this is where you're at. Maybe you're really on that struggle still. Maybe when I ask, what's the next step? Maybe this is confronting it. Maybe this is acknowledging it. Maybe you're having a hard time acknowledging it. Maybe that's what this is, that you are on this struggle where you just don't want to acknowledge what is causing you to be in this stuck, overwhelmed, dream-shattering exhaustion that you might be feeling. So maybe there's something that you need to step back. Maybe that's what Spirit is really trying to connect with you and trying to get you. Maybe you need to go talk with a trusted friend, a source, a therapist, somebody who can really sit down with you and go through the different things that maybe you're not seeing. Because it's here, your ability to get to your wish fulfillment, to gain that clarity, it's here, baby boo. It is absolutely here, but I feel like it's like a stuckness. It's like a hurdle, a wall, a like, nope, not yet, brick wall kind of a thing. And it's like, all right, how do we maneuver around it? And that's what I want to know, Spirit. What do we need to do? How do we need to maneuver around this? My gosh, I have so many cards just keep falling. It doesn't usually do that. Okay, so the card that fell was the Two of Swords. And so with the Two of Swords, yeah, definitely wanted it to be, because since I wasn't sure how it felt before, moving into that emotional detachment, excuse me, from what it is. And that actually makes sense, right? If we're emotionally attached maybe to what it is that is going on. Come on. Oh my gosh, I'm on that struggle bus so hard. Okay, that's upright. And that actually makes sense, though, to be super honest, with it being upright and this being in reverse, because when we are able to detach from what it is that we have maybe been creating, maybe there was some sort of justice, maybe you felt wronged, or maybe you needed to emotionally detach from whatever accountability this was that somebody is supposed to be taking, or you wanting them to take, whether it be legal matters, whether it be whatever it is, right? That this justice that is coming in for you. Well, you, my love, are fully able to, either now you're going through it or in the very near future, the ability to fully detach and step into that Empress energy. And that is absolutely how you're going to get into this. And I'm not sure, like the Divine Empress, like she's confident. She brings life. She speaks life into existence. She has that stable, grounded energy that makes it easy to birth, right? Like ideally bringing, new life into the world, you want to birth it with stability, grace, peace, calmness, stability, right? And so that is what's going to get you to this. And so that's what I would ask is, what am I doing in my life that is creating the stability, that is creating the different things, that is giving me the ability to walk into this Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles energy that gives me the wisdom, grace, and knowledge to be there and become this Empress. If I'm not already there, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to become? What version of myself? And how do we become that Empress energy spirit? What is the next tangible step my viewer can take that allows them? Okay, so whatever you end up taking, you're getting the Ten of Cups. So yay to you, because that's a beautiful aspect to receive, right? Maybe the dates of March 11th through March 20th, Pisces energy, water energy. Maybe any of that is heavy for you. And maybe it's becoming the King of Wands. Maybe you need to get some fiery energy in your space, in your life. This is that protector, that healer, that natural born leader, right? This is the person who moves with a purpose and they have all this honor and this innovative energy, this creative energy, this fiery energy, right? Maybe heavy Scorpio, Pisces. I said Pisces again. So maybe there is heavy Pisces, but Sagittarius also. So fire, water. We've got everybody here, heavy earth and air, right? We've got the grounded energy and stability. Maybe there's something that you need to take consistent action on, right? That's what I think of when I think of Taurus, just really, especially the bull. Just I think of like plowing the fields, honestly, is really where I think of the most with Taurus, the bull. And it's just that stable consistency, good, bad, or otherwise. Tauruses are consistent. I will tell you that. And when you are able to recognize the areas in life that you're able to make sacred and consistent, maybe you're building from your sacral energy, that fiery energy, right? That builder energy. Maybe that's what it's from. But whatever it is, build it with your heart. Build it with that consistent love. As you're coming out of this, you're absolutely, either now or in the very near future, keep doing what you're doing, because you are receiving that emotional detachment. So we can do away with all of this and step into this yummy, 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 clearly thinking energy that is just so abundant. Look at this. This is so good. Maybe you're a queen. Oh, I said a queen finding her king. Maybe you're an empress. I mean, and maybe that is it, right? Maybe you're single. Maybe you're looking for your husband. And this is in this clarity, in this receptivity of all these beautiful blessings. You're finding your husband in all of this. That moved my heart, just lit up. So somebody, whether you're single or maybe you're going to the next level with like from an engagement into or excuse me, from like just dating and or boyfriend girlfriend to like a full-blown engagement. And there's a lot of blessings coming. Whatever you're doing, allow yourself to emotionally detach, step back, maybe even seek guidance from someone you feel trusted. Because whatever it is that needs to be taken accountability for, it's coming somehow, some way. I don't know exactly, but it's coming. Because you've learned whatever it is you needed to, so that because I just see this as like a full-on detachment, and it's like you're unbothered. You don't even care. You're indifferent. You just don't care, and it's one of the things that's going to bring you into that. And it's like, you don't want to be cold and calloused, of course, right? You never necessarily want to get to that point of being in that energy over anyone. But it's different. It's truly an indifference. And it's through that indifference you've detached, because you already know somehow, some way these blessings are coming in. You already know that this is done. The partner, whether you're a man or a woman watching this, that divine counterpart, I feel like, is coming in. Someone you know, if you're masculine, someone who you might feel is truly your empress. And if you're a feminine, you know, just like that masculine, safe, truly amazing man who will be everything you need, right? And you'll have the clarity of that to get through this and see it. And ooh, it's just such a beautiful reading, y'all. Whoever this is for, you've got a beautiful energy. I was asking for timing. So March is huge. March and May. But we've got tons of March time frames in this whole reading. So March, April time frame, May, and even June. Whenever you're watching this, of course, my readings are timeless, but those are definitely the big time frames. We even have September through October here. So maybe these are birth dates. There's, I don't know, significant times that you guys maybe come together. I don't know, whatever that looks like. But, you know, timing here, we've got more of that beautiful, stable, fiery energy moving through into this next phase. Baby boo, I think you have a beautiful, beautiful set of blessings coming. Get detached. You already got it. It's already done. It's already yours. It's already here. This is beautiful. Yo, what the? On the bottom of both decks is the devil. Can't make this shit up. OMG. But you know what, though? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And maybe it's Capricorn energy that's really heavy. I feel like it doesn't matter. I gotta put my finger over because the Nikki people. Hence why there's something over her, because the algorithms will absolutely censor you. I feel like it doesn't matter. Maybe these are people who are trying to scare you, and you know that's why they're, you know, coming up again and again. And maybe that's it. Maybe there's something that's coming up again and again that is trying to mirror something that maybe you're scared of. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe there's something with materialism. Maybe you feel trapped somehow. Maybe you feel codependent somehow, or like things are just not working out. Something, maybe it's a powerlessness, right? Maybe you feel like someone you're dealing with who owes you this justice is feeling powerless, right? Maybe I don't know, maybe it's something like that, but it doesn't matter. I keep getting that it doesn't matter. As soon as I saw the devil the first time, this one, I was like, oh yeah, you don't matter because you're not going to exist, was kind of what was pretty much going through my head as it kept coming up. And then this comes up again, like, oh my gosh, we're having so many mirroring energies. Again, I love it though, because it just gives such confirmation exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, whatever you felt restricted over or with or under, whatever you might, and that could be restricted in thoughts, that could be restricted in moving through these stages. Maybe you felt restricted in getting detached because you're like, I feel this, I see this divine union, I see this beautiful outcome. I'm there. I've just got to start walking. I've just got to start the journey, right? And even if things keep coming up again and again, all of these little pestering little things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter, because they don't matter. Pray against them. Ask God to discern. Ask, you know, Archangel Michael, he's sitting over there in the corner. Ask him. Ask God. Pray to Jesus, whoever it is that you pray to with the love to all hearts and in that space where you are just able to connect to God, where you are able to really be in that space of co-creation that is of the divine, because you deserve it, babe. You got it right here. You've got like multiple decks bringing you the same type of energy, and it is, trying to get the glare off, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. They're celebrating. They're so excited, as you should be. This is coming for you. I'm excited for you. My heart is like bursting so much. I can't even. I can't even. I'm going to leave this here. I love you. Until next time.